And on. There you go. All right, let's start again. We'll do it all over again. Don't worry. Is that better? There you go. That DEFCON rugby show with Vic without sound. Ah, beautiful. Love it. Yep, back again. It's 5 o'clock. It's rugby time. And it's the last DEFCON rugby show of the week. Because there's no DEFCON rugby tomorrow because we have Currie Cup, guys and girls and ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls and cats and dogs and whatever you want to be. There you go. Looking forward to this one. Just a lot of messages from Vern. He's giving me all these tips for the Premier League preview show that's coming up straight afterwards. I see a lot of people are in the vote. What the hell is going on with my phone here? All right. But all is good. We got the sound, so don't worry. Yeah, the Aussies eventually have brought out their team to play against the Springboks. I'm just having a quick look if New Zealand has brought out their team. New Zealand and Argentina still haven't named their teams, so I might have to do a late video this evening, maybe. The minute that comes out, I think I'll do a quick DEFCON 2 for today. But talking about DEFCON and the situation at the moment and where we stand, I mean, are we DEFCON 5? No, I don't think so. DEFCON 3, maybe not. I think we're DEFCON 3 today. DEFCON 3. Yeah, you know. Nah, let's go DEFCON 2 because the Stormer fans are still shitting themselves. But listen, you Stormer fans, I don't know what your problem is. I was reading through the newspaper forest, as they call it, Nachrichtenwald, as you say in German. And the Cape Times, everybody seems to, all these newspapers, I think they got paid well by the Stormers. Everybody seems to love it. It's so inclusive. I don't know what fucking inclusive is about. It looks like a toilet roll, man. It looks like a shit toilet roll. That's what it looks like. But hey, listen here, it'll grow on you. You know, I don't know why we have to change good things. I mean, you know, what's next? They take the Springbok away from the Springboks. I think if that happens, all hell will break loose. But no, I'm not a great fan of it. But listen, there are obviously people that like that new logo. And talking about that new logo, let's you know, have I got it? I think I left it out today. I thought I'd be nice to Vern, you know. I left it out today. I left the logo totally out. Let's be nice to people, you know. So yeah, it is what it is. But let's have a look quickly. So we got DEFCON 2 today. Stormer fans still in a little bit of an outrage. So let's have a look at that Aussie lineup. Here we go. So the Aussies, the Wallabies, who are going to face the Springboks. Not a lot of changes from the lineup they played the last test against the British and Irish Lions. Obviously, you have James Slipper at prop, and then your hooker is Billy Pollard, and Talila Tupau is back. Nick Frost is there. Will Skelton, the man they call the hardest man in rugby. I mean, he's a bad man, but I don't know about that. Tom Hooper, Fraser McWright, Harry Wilson, Nick White going to start. James O'Connor in there because Liner is still injured as well. Dylan Peach, Len Ikitau, Joseph Suwali, Max Jurgensen, and Tom Wright. That is your Aussies lineup. This is the team that's going to face the Springboks. Now, before we get to the bench, let me put that Springbok lineup right next to it. There you go. So, you know, people will say I'm biased here, but if you go Slipper, Oxenchair, I think even par. Billy Pollard has got nothing on Malcolm Marx. I mean, Malcolm Marx is mustard. Tupau, Wilcolo, even. Even is not even with Nick Frost. That's not even a competition. I would actually go with Will Skelton before I go with Luther Jarvis. I'll give that to the Aussie. Hopper van Staden, I still think Van Staden stronger, but I'll give it a draw there. Fraser McWright against Peter Steph du Toit. Is there anybody out there that is going to challenge me? I think Peter Steph du Toit is way better. Sia Khaleesi against Harry Wilson. I got to go with Sia there. Nick White against Grant Williams. I'll go with Nick White right about now. James Conner, I'll go with James Conner over Moni Leboeck. Purely on kicking, we're talking about fly halves here, ladies and gentlemen. Kurtley Arneson, definitely better. Len Ikitau, Andre Esterhazy. Now, that's a tough one. People don't understand what's going to happen on the weekend. I'm telling you now, you're not going to see Sia play the 8 a lot. I'm telling you now, on a lot of scrums, you're going to see Andre Esterhazy in the scrum and Sia on the outside. Watch it. You heard it here. Vic told you this first. I mean, Jesse Creel and Joseph Sawali. Sawali's a great talent, but fucking hell, he cannot clean Jesse Creel's boots, man. He'd be happy to carry the boots to the stadium. Max Jurgensen, Edwin van der Merwe, I think it's a toss-up. And Tom Wright, Farsi. I'd actually give it to Tom Wright at the moment. But I think, I just think the Boks are going to be too strong. I can't see the upset. That's why I put the poll out there. Who has the better chance of landing an upset this weekend? Is it going to be the Wallabies being in South Africa, or is the Pumas at home to the All Blacks? No upset this weekend, or both will land an upset. 70% of you think there's going to be no upset this weekend. I kind of agree. If I was going to see an upset, I would go with the Pumas against the All Blacks. 5% both will be an upset. I mean, if you're a betting man, then bet on that, because that could give you a shitload of good odds if there's two upsets on the weekend. And the Wallabies to upset the Springboks with 4%. Delusional people out there. It must have been Jan and Matthew Dickinson, the two boys that voted there. But yeah. So those are your two lineups. Let's have a look at the two benches quickly. We'll go there with the Aussie bench. Let's see if I can get the South African. That's not what I want. I want the South African bench there. We'll put it right next to the Aussie bench. Just a little bit. There you go. We'll do it like that. That looks better. So Brandon Panega, Amosa, Bongi, both on the 16th. And Aussie's got Angus Bell. The Boxer got Jan-Hendrik Wessels. Zane Nongo against Azanati Nabakane. I think Zane Nongo is the Jeremy Williams, Franco Mostert, not even a competition. Langy Gleeson, Kwaka Smith, I think it's a toss-up. Kwaka obviously more versatile. Then, of course, the split is a little bit different. The Aussies gone with a 6-2 split. Nicolas Champion de Crespigny, what a beautiful name. So they're going with a 6-2 split. The Boks can change their split at any time. Listen here, I still believe Rassie comes out tomorrow and changes something. I'm honest. I think we're going to see RG still in this lineup somehow. I just have a funny feeling. Tate McDermott coming off the bench and Andrew Callaway. So Aussies are going for power. The Boks are going, with Cannon Moody and Damian Williams, a lot of speed there on the wings. I think it's going to be a very interesting game. Like I said yesterday, I can still see the Boks winning this one. The closer I get to the game, the more I feel like it's going to be a hammering. The mongrels that I call the dingo lickers are going to go down. Aussies, I love you, but now the love is over for the next two weeks. Going to have to hammer you, and then I will support you again, especially when you play against the All Blacks. But against my Boks, no, it's not happening, sons. It's not happening at all. So yeah, that's kind of the information on the Aussies and the Springboks. Look, I think there's going to be some twists and turns. There could be last minute changes. Somebody picks up an injury or something like. I still have a funny feeling he poured out his lineup so early. I think he did that on purpose. And in the last minute, he's going to change something. But we'll see. We will see. Don't forget, those are our games on the weekend. Of course, we're going to have the Springboks against the Wallabies. We're going to have a big pre-game starting at 4 o'clock Central European time. Get into all the Springboks, Wallabies. We'll talk a little bit of New Zealand against Argentina as well. Then we're going to have the main event, obviously the Springboks against the Wallabies. Then afterwards, we're going to have like a little rating show, discussion on how the game went. And then later that evening, of course, we're going to show you we're going to be on live for the Pumas against the All Blacks. I think that's going to be a cracker. 11 o'clock in the evening till about 1 o'clock in the morning. Going to be cool. Going to start speaking to Hamish, see if we can hook up there. Should be interesting. My back's still killing me, guys, but getting better. I could actually walk straight today for the first time. So, Vic's getting back to his old self. Scary. But don't forget, it is a big Currie Cup weekend as well. There are the fixtures. Griquas Sharks tomorrow at 3 o'clock, live here with me. Then the Pumas Lions, that'll be on Saturday at 2 o'clock. That's before the Springbok game. Cheetahs Western Province, we won't be doing, I don't think, because it's the same time as the Pumas Lions. Cavaliers Bulls is on Sunday, so it's going to be interesting. So there you go. Let me just, got to prop that up, show what we're doing. So that's the Griquas against the Sharks. Then we obviously the Pumas against the Lions. And the Boerland against the Bulls. That's the big one for me this weekend. I'm so looking forward to seeing what Boerland can do. Love that team. That's my new favorite team, Boerland, man. And then don't forget, yesterday we did do the Rugby Championship sneak peek. We talked about all the games and everything. So have a look at that video. Check it out. Came out yesterday. A lot of fun there. Yeah, that's kind of the Rugby DEFCON show for today. I think I'll be back later this evening. The minute that New Zealand and Argentina lineups come out, I'll do a quick DEFCON update. We'll call it DEFCON 2.0. I'll do that depending on what time it comes out. It might be at 11 o'clock. You know, it might be at 1 o'clock in the morning. Whatever time it comes out, I'll let you guys know. Because it's still early in Argentina right now, man. What's the time now? It must be around about 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning in Argentina. Let me actually go have a look quickly. I'll go online quickly just to have a look. Maybe those lineups did come out, and we can have a check there. You know, that's the cool thing about the internet. Where are we going to have a look at it? No, we'll go to that side. We won't let you know what side. News. Wallabies team. Still got the Wallabies team. Wallabies legends. So, All Black. Well, let me go have a look at the All Blacks homepage. Maybe they brought out something. We'll have a look. All Blacks. You know, I tell you, fucking internet is racial, man. You know, you write the word, we're talking about rugby, so I write in All Blacks. Try to put a headline. You try to put a headline like All Blacks rugby team. And then the thing, that is not appropriate. I'm like, go fuck yourself, man. They're called the All Blacks for a reason. It's got nothing to do with racism, you dumb twats. Let's have a look. Home of the All Blacks. Let's have a look if there's anything out there letting you know the lineups. Will Jordan call against, what has he got there? Newcastle. All Blacks 11 to play England. No. Have a look. You never know. Okay, well, we'll bring their. Okay, so they don't have a line out here. No, the lineup is not out yet, so we're going to have to wait. We're going to have to be a little bit patient, ladies and gentlemen. You know, like they say, patience is a virtue. When I was young, my brother used to say patience is a virtue, which is not untrue either. But here we go. So that's the DEFCON Rugby show for today. I enjoyed it. Be back later with some more DEFCON. The minute the New Zealand and New Zealand and Argentina lineups come out, I'll do a quick show for that. Don't forget to join me in about 1 hour and 45 minutes for the Premier League preview. That's going to be interesting. Going to run down all the teams, who we think is going to become champion, top 4, all that. So join me for that. So guys, thanks for joining, and I'll see you guys later, man. Vic, don't forget to hit the music. That DEFCON Rugby show. See you guys.